Yes, welcome to Euro Cricket, your new home for international and European cricket updates.
Hello and welcome. I am Nuan here with Euro Cricket. Thank you everyone who subscribed to my channel, and there were around 700 views per last video. Today I have selected quite interesting topic because from today we are starting cricket full of exciting month because ICC T20 World Cup is starting today. This topic is kind of exciting point of this tournament. This is about associate nations. In this year there are 20 teams in this ICC T20 tournament, and they are from all over the globe: Africa, Asia, Europe, America, everywhere. And there are many sub-regional qualifiers. From that sub-regional qualifiers, they came to regional qualifiers and then came to the main tournament. And some disputes also there. Bangladesh exit before the tournament bring the unexpected Scotland into the tournament. But I categorize the associate nations as underdogs because they are the teams who doesn't have much experience but can do some revolution in this tournament. Before T20 came into the scope, most of the test playing nations dominated the game. But after T20's popularity spread all over the globe, then most of the non-dominated teams, then like kind of most of the associate teams got some exposure. Okay, in this topic, let's put the traditional test playing nation aside. What remains are the associate nations. In the ICC hierarchy, there are 12 full member nations. The elites, the ones who get the most funding and most playing opportunities and most exposure to the game. And then there's everyone else, 98 countries known as associates. For decades, the gap between these two groups were very big. But today, they are very close to each other. They are playing head to head and shoulder to shoulder. Look at the last tournament in 2024 T20 World Cup. USA beating Pakistan. Look at the Italy's rival into this tournament. They defeated Scotland in the regional qualifiers, and also they beat Ireland very recently. Look at the Netherlands. They have beaten South Africa twice in the World Cups, and this gap is a kind of myth. 9 associate teams earned their place in the 2024 World Cup, and USA, Canada, Namibia, and Nepal was a kind of highlighted teams at that tournament. USA, they took the home advantage and they were the host. They qualified without any regional qualifiers. Playing at home, USA shocked the world by defeating Pakistan and advanced to the Super 8s. While biggest teams like Sri Lanka and New Zealand failed to qualify for the second round, the USA did. Nepal also very close to win against South Africa. How did the nations reach the 2026 World Cup? Because it is not an easy path. It is a multi-year journey across there are sub-regional qualifiers and regional qualifiers. There are regional qualifiers in Africa, Asia, and Europe and Americas. The USA earned automatic spot because they were in 2024 T20 World Cup Super 8s. Italy, the newest addition, they made a history by shocking the Europe and beating Scotland and joined with the Netherlands. Another scenario, as I talked earlier, Scotland. They were lucky enough to join the tournament very last moment because Bangladesh exit. There are another three teams from Asia and East Asia Pacific: Oman, UAE, and Nepal. And let's go to the associate teams in this tournament. First, I will take UAE. They qualified to this tournament as a third place in the Asia and East Asia Pacific region. They will struggle during the this regional qualifiers. They will struggle with Nepal. They will struggle with Oman. They won against only the comfortably against Samoa and Japan. But they had good, well experienced captain who played more than 90 T20 games, and they have some dominated batters like Alishan Sharfu, who is currently in great form. But when we look back their recent history, they are not. We cannot believe they are going to do some upsets during the tournament. Next one I am taking is Canada. In America's regional qualifiers, they showed perfect improvement, and they have a lot of players who played franchise cricket. I believe they will play well against associate nations, but with the test playing nations, they might be struggle due to lack of experience. One of the most interesting team in these associate nations in this tournament is Nepal. They advanced undefeated through Asia and East Asia qualifiers. And also most interesting part is they won T20 tournament against West Indies in Nepal, and they have good players like Rohit Paudel and Deependra Singh. I believe they have capability to do upset because their spin bowling attack is really good. Personally, I believe Nepal is the one of the team who will do some miracles in this tournament. Let's talk about Oman. Oman was a really good team. They played really well in the Asia Cup tournament, and also they had good experienced players. But due to their some disputes between their cricket board and the players, some of the players left the team. This current team is kind of resetted team. I think the action will help them to survive in this tournament, but I don't expect miracles from them because of their recent changes in the team. Namibia, they are kind of seasoned competitors because they played really good cricket. This is their fourth successive T20 World Cup appearance. It is kind of good experience for them. They are led by Erasmus, and he was the captain for all four T20 World Cups, and they competed with the best teams in the all four World Cups, and recently proved their strength. Last October and September, they beat South Africa and Zimbabwe. It shows their ability to defeat big teams. This is the one of the teams who is going to do the miracles. Next one is Scotland. Scotland, they didn't played well in the qualifiers because they defeated by Italy and Jersey also. But with their experience, they can do some upsets. But recent matches didn't show any signal about it. The next one, the Netherlands, most experienced and most revolutionized team in the Europe. They are very stable. I think they have won against most of the test playing nations. They featured many World Cup tournaments, and they have very experienced players. We shouldn't consider them as an associate nation. They are very close to their full membership. People are expecting from them some miracles. Then USA, they came to the last tournament Super 8s. I think they have some confidence because of their last year's Super 8 selection. But with their growing infrastructure and global experience for their players, they are no longer just a participant. They are very competitive team. I hope this Monarch Patel and this other there are some there are three players in their team who grow up and who started their cricket in Mumbai. They know the Indian conditions. I think they will be very comfortable to play in Indian conditions. Italy, Italy, Italy making their first World Cup appearance after um, beating beating the Scotland in qualifiers, and uh, they have some advantage. Even they missed Joe Burns, they have JJ Smooths and this Madison, their captain, and also they have good players who knows how to play in the subcontinent condition. I saw many of their team players recently practiced in Sri Lanka long before the tournament. I have talked about this team because I believe this team should have some recognition in the cricket community. Because as I told in my previous video, these associate nations are not full have not doesn't have full professional players. They are managing themselves very hardly, and they need more exposure. Why are these associate nations are succeeding? Because one thing is this exposure. Many players are now playing in the franchise leagues in globally. Also, athleticism, and it is not like earlier days. In cricket, the fitness is very important. The fielding and this power hitting ability, it is very important. I saw in associate nations also their fitness level and power hitting ability really well. I expect at least one associate team to reach the Super 8s. I expect 2 or 3 major upsets in the group stages. As I told earlier, my dark horses, Namibia and Italy, because they are well disciplined and they are very skillful and they have good experienced players. One good inning, one good bowling spell can change the T20 game. In 2026, the associates this word finally will disappear because these associate teams are no longer outsiders. They are really, really well competitors. That's it for today. Again, I am Nuan. This is Euro Cricket.